my channel. So today's video is going to be a full face makeup tutorial featuring this right here. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I did use this in a tutorial a couple weeks back, but I didn't do a whole look using just this. I kind of just like incorporated it into a more sparkly look, but I have not been able to put this thing down. I literally have been using it every single day. And I actually have only been using like these two colors every day. I use this in the crease and this all over my lid, but it looks so pretty and the formula of these eyeshadows is so amazing that I really want to use the whole palette in a tutorial. Some of them I haven't even touched yet. So I figured I'd do it on camera. That was the brush, by the way, and just kind of play around with it with you guys, and we can play around with it together. How does that sound? By the way, if you guys have not entered my 10K giveaway yet, you totally should. It's open internationally. I'm gonna have 3 winners, and it has a lot of really good limited edition stuff, and it is huge, so check it out. Okay, first I'm gonna prime my face using the 2 primers that you've seen me use in every single video, the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer and the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I will warn you guys ahead of time, I just got done binge watching a bunch of story time videos on YouTube, mostly from like YouTubers that I've never watched before, and I'm feeling very chatty because of it. And it also made me realize how like humdrum and boring my life is. Now, it used to be crazy, like my early 20s, oh my gosh, I could have had a TV show, it was so crazy, but now I'm just like, But seriously though, I mean, I have Vegas stories, I have stories about flying across the country to meet people, I have stories about my high school boyfriend who was crazy and took somebody else to prom and didn't tell me, and I found out via MySpace. MySpace. I have so many crazy stories. Ugh. I wish I would have started YouTube a long time ago. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to use the Urban Decay, what is this called? All Nighter foundation in the color 2.5. I actually filmed a first impressions on this that isn't going to go up on my channel until like mid-September. I'm trying to pre-film a little bit because I want to take a little bit of a break. My boyfriend's coming back from his 10-week internship, and I just want to be able to spend some weekends with him. We'll probably go out of town, maybe up to Sedona if you guys are from Arizona. I want to do some wine tasting. I've never been wine tasting before, and I think there's like some wine tasting places like up north. So long story short, you will see that after this video and you're gonna be like, what the heck? She's already used that foundation. Well, I have, but the first impressions was filmed last weekend, so it really was a first impressions, I promise. But this is just going up before that. I feel like I always squirt out way too much of this, by the way. I'm so used to just forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sorry about that. I feel like I get chain texts, like group texts, every time I start filming, and it's just like buzz, 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 buzz. Ugh, I wish I knew how to get out of group text. But anyways, I'm so used to putting 3 pumps on it on my hand, and I usually only use like 1 or 2. Okay, so since this foundation is so full coverage, I like to use a full coverage concealer as well. This is the oh my god. Ew. Heart Shape Tape in the color Light. I also have the color Fair, but I feel like that one just has like this really strange kind of yellowish gray undertone to it, and it's not very appealing, at least in my opinion, for my skin tone, at least. Let me correct that. But I really like the color Light because it's just a little tiny bit more pinky, and I think it just suits me a little bit better. So I'm going to put some on my forehead and some on my chin. The great thing about the Shape Tape is that it's kind of like a multi-purpose product. So it's like a cream contour / highlight as well as a concealer. So you can use it for multiple things all at the same time, which is really neat. And it's super full coverage and really thick. It's actually a little bit hard to blend out because it is so thick, but I really like it. To set everything, you guys know the drill. Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder. This stuff, I'm actually almost gone. This is, oh, I poured way too much in the lid. This is actually my second jar of this. It lasts forever because you only need like, that's probably too much. But it is like the best ever to set your under eyes with. It's so finely milled, and it prevents your eyeshadow from, or your eyeshadow. Under eye concealer from creasing, and it gives you a little bit of brightening. I can't talk today, but you know the drill. I love this stuff. To set my face, I'm using the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in the color Light. Pretty sure I've talked to you guys about this before. This is actually a foundation that you can use on its own, but I like to use it as a setting powder because I'm excessive. And it really does give that extra layer of like full coverage if you're trying to go for that flawless, complete full coverage look. Use a powder foundation on top of your liquid foundation. You're gonna look super, super flawless. Next thing I like to do is eyebrows, and this always takes forever, so I'm actually just gonna cut the video and then come back when my eyebrows are done. But the product that I've been loving, I've also used it in a few other tutorials, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the color Taupe. I love it so much. That triangular tip gets me every time. I love it. So yeah, this is gonna take me a while. This is one of the things in my makeup routine that I just can't seem to cut down. This and eyelashes. Ugh, both of those. So I'll be right back. Ta-da! I have eyebrows and they look like kind of reddish in the camera, don't they? They're not red, they're like taupe. They're like the color of my roots in person, but anyways, now on to eyeshadow. And I haven't even quite decided what I want to do. I really want to use some of these, like, it's almost fall time. It's like right on the summer fall transition period time right now. So I really want to use some of these really fun like reddish magenta colors. So I think I'm going to do that. Maybe like a purpley reddish magenta, but that's going to look so similar to my Manny MUA tutorial. Are you guys okay with that? These are a little bit different colors. This is like almost like a pink, whereas the Manny MUA one is definitely like this Venetian red. His Mars, I think it is. They're gonna look pretty similar, but that's okay. I'm gonna do it anyway. Starting out with the crease color, I'm gonna use this like matte purple color right here called Bone Fresco. These names, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce most of them. Bone Fresco, we'll call it that. And the E35 blending brush by Sigma. This is the color that I've been using pretty much every day. Look at how easily that applies, you guys. It just like glides on. It's so smooth. Need to fix this mirror. It's so smooth and it's just like, look at that. Ugh. And it's a really pretty color. I tend to lean towards these like dusty, kind of purpley, pinky rose colors. Like, I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's the fact that I have brown eyes. I don't know, but I love them. For an all over lid color, I'm gonna go right next to it to this color, Vermeer. These are the two colors I was telling you earlier that I have literally been wearing every day. Vermeer has a little bit of a sheen to it. There isn't any sparkle or glitter in it, but it definitely has like a kind of shimmery sheen to it. You could probably use it as a highlighter if you really wanted to, but there is like a bit of like pinky champagne-ish to it, so I don't know if you'd really want to use it as a highlighter, but it's so stinking pretty. So usually I will do that and then put a little bit of the matte dusty purple on my lower lash line, call it a day. Maybe put some eyeliner on, usually I don't, and that is the eye look that I've been wearing like to work every day. It's really, really pretty, and it's simple and it's easy to do, yet you look put together. Okay, moving on to some of these more pretty like pinky colors. I think I'm gonna start, I'm gonna start safe, and I'm gonna use this color right here called Antique Bronze in a MAC 217 brush. And I say I'm gonna start safe because once you go in with those like pink, bright fuchsia colors, like there's no going back. So I'm gonna start safe. And I'm applying this in my crease. I'm pretty much putting it right on top of that dusty purple color. And that's okay. The dusty purple color is going to get lost and it's going to be covered, but I put it down just as like a transitional color. But it's gonna end up getting covered. So I'm just gonna put this in here to deepen up my crease and provide like a nice, I don't know, like transition? Did I say the word transition already? You know what I mean. This would be really pretty just to stop here too. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the E35, same one that I used before. And here we go. I'm gonna hop into Love Letter. Love Letter is matte, by the way. Antique Bronze does seem to have a little tiny bit of like micro shimmer in it, but not glitter. There isn't anything, well, this color right here, Primavera, seems to have a little bit of like chunkiness, but all the rest seem to be very subtle. Ooh, that is pretty. And look at how easily that just glides on and like blends. I'm going in with a really light hand, guys. And look at how easily that just like effortlessly applied. Ooh, I like that. That is really pretty. And that blended, like that went on pretty much by itself. Wow. I am impressed. Okay, I really want to blend this out without applying any more shadow. So I'm going to go in with a Morphe M517. This has a little bit of powder on it. This is what I do when that happens. I just like kind of rub it on the back of my hand. There's a little bit of powder on it, but it's not too bad. And I'm just going to work on blending out these edges. It blended really well on its own. But because this is such a bold color, I really want to make sure it's nice and blended and all the edges are, you know, smoothed out and all of that. So I'm just going to work with this a little bit, blend it all together, blend the colors together, and make sure it looks nice. Next, I'm going to go in with the Smith 230 brush. It's kind of like a pointy, skinny blending brush. And okay, do I want to go back to Antique Bronze or do I want to go to this color right here called Cypress Umber? Ooh, or Red Ochre? Ochre? O-C-H-R-E? I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Which one do I want to use? I feel like these colors all kind of go together, so I think I'm going to use this dark matte Cypress Umber color. I think this is what I used last time I used this palette. This is really powdery, by the way. It's like really dusty. There's a lot of fallout. So I'm just gonna kind of pack it in the corner of my eye, like the outer corner, and then drag it into my crease a little bit. But I'm gonna be careful not to pull it up because I don't want to cover that pink color. Look at all that fallout. Ah, and I didn't put any bake on. Shoot, I totally should have. That's okay. So I'm going to focus there, and then I'm going to go in with that same Morphe brush that I had before and kind of like blend it all out. I really, really like the way this is turning out. It's really pretty. In fact, I think I'm going to stop there just because that is pretty in and of itself. But I do want to reapply my all over lid shade because I feel like it got a little bit lost with all of these other colors. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit back on the brush and pat it right along my lid just to bring that color back. This is a really pretty color all on its own. So I want to make sure you can see it. Okay, now I need to touch up these lines because I didn't put a bake on and I didn't do any tape or anything like that. So this is the same beauty blender. I'm just gonna kind of make this a more precise, cleaned up line. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna go back to that dusty purple color and the tip of my all over lid brush, flat shader brush, and put that on my lower lash line. Last step here for eyes or for eyeshadow, I'm going to take this color right here called Tempura, and this is a Sigma, ooh, I don't want to use that. Nope, don't want to use that. I wanted to get a Sigma E40, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on. This is like a matte cream color, and I'm just going to apply it right on this space between the powder and my eyebrow. For one, to kind of highlight my brow just a little bit. My hair is in the way. And for two, this blends out that color even more, so it looks even more seamless. Now on to eyeliner. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like I'm using a lot of Anastasia products in this tutorial. Hope you guys are okay with that. Oh, there's makeup everywhere. This is her new eyeliner in the color Dark Side. It's like a black eyeliner. I was so excited when she came out with eyeliners because I love all of her products, you guys. Like, her brow products are amazing. Her eyeshadows are amazing. Her highlighters are amazing. Her lipsticks are amazing. Alright, I'm definitely going to put falsies on because this is such a dramatic look. Like, I just need dramatic lashes. But before I do that, I'm gonna put a coat of the Benefit Roller Lash on my lashes, my upper lashes and my lower lashes. And this is just to make sure that my lashes they don't stand out because they're blonde. And so sometimes when I put black lashes on top of the blonde, like you can just really see the blonde, like it just sticks out like a sore thumb. By the way, I've been using Latisse ever since I got my eyelash extensions taken off, and I can definitely see a difference. Like my lashes, they're not any darker, which I think Latisse is supposed to make your lashes darker. They're not any darker, they're still clear. But I do feel like it's making them really, really long. And I've only been using it for like a month now, maybe a month and a half. So I'm impressed. Okay, so for lashes, I'm using the Ardell Studio Effects in, I don't know, there's no style number. Oh, 105, right there. I really have been digging these Studio Effects lashes. I think I'm gonna go get more because I really like them. They are good. They're like double layered. Like, I don't know if you can see on here or not. No, you can't see at all. But there's like the regular lash and then there's like a half of another lash stacked on top of them. They're good stuff. Lashes are my least favorite part of doing makeup because I suck at it. And it takes me forever. Oh, I don't want to use this glue. Those actually went on really easily and I really like them a lot. So last step for lashes is I go over the lash line with a liquid liner. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the color Trooper. I don't know why I do this, to be honest. I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but I just do it because I'm in the habit of doing it, you know what I mean? Now moving on to the rest of my face. You guys guessed it, Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. This is my favorite bronzer. It's like the perfect color for me because I am so fair. And you know what? I had somebody comment on one of my videos. I deleted it because it was really mean. But commented on how pasty my skin was, like how I looked kind of sick, which, by the way, rude, and that's a mean comment, like, but I know, that's why I wear so much bronzer, like, no need to call out the obvious, like, would you tell somebody with a broken arm, hey, by the way, your arm is broken? No, it's obvious they have a broken arm. Like, don't call out imperfections and stuff that makes people self-conscious. It's not nice. For contour, I'm gonna use my trusty Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I feel like I always go back to this palette. Like, I was on a kick there for a little while where I was using the Tarte contour palette, and it's okay. It has a really nice scent to it, but there's just something about the Kat Von D palette that, like, it's so good. The powders just blend so much easier. The color is spot on. And I just think it looks really good. This is the Morphe M523 brush, by the way. I don't know if I told you that or not. I can't remember. But anyways, yes, this is a great contour palette. I've been asked by several people. My boyfriend, actually, I guess he has some coworkers that watch my videos. Hi, boyfriend's coworkers, by the way. And he came home one day, or maybe he came home one day. I can't remember if maybe he texted me, whatever. He asked me once, what's the best contour palette out there? And I was like, why? Why are you asking me this? This is weird. He was like, oh no, someone at work wants to know. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, Kat Von D. He was like, not Anastasia Beverly Hills? I was like, this is weird. Okay, for blush, I'm using the Clinique Cheek Pop in the color Fig Pop. I don't think I've used this before. I may have used it a couple of times, but I definitely don't use it as much as Heather Pop. I love Heather Pop. So for this, I just smile, apply to the apples of my cheeks, and drag back a little bit. This is kind of like a rusty, reddish brown color. Almost like an orangey, kind of like a terracotta, like a pink terracotta. Like that would make a really pretty flower pot. Next up is highlighter. This is the Anastasia, there is makeup like under my nails. Ew! The Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the color Gleam. This is the one that has the more kind of pinky colors. I bought this a while ago and I never ever used it. So I'm gonna use it today. I think I want to go in with Crushed Pearl because it's speaking to me. So I'm gonna go in, and this is the Dose of Colors fan brush. By the way, I was gonna say I don't know if I need to go in with a heavy hand or a light hand. I think I'm just going in with a normal hand. Ooh, look at that. Holy moly. It is drawing a lot of a lot of attention to my texture. I have like some Amelia. You guys know Amelia is? It's terrible if you don't know what it is. But Google it. But I have like a little Amelia outbreak. Outbreak makes it sound like it's a disease. It's not a disease. But anyways, that is really, really pretty. I think I'm going to put a little bit more on the apples of my cheeks. Ooh la la. So look, before, after. Before looks pretty too, but after just brings it that little extra bit of highlight. Okay, before lips, I'm going to set everything with a setting spray. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. I talked about this in my July favorites. I don't feel like it makes my makeup last any longer, and it doesn't make it transfer proof, but it does kind of like melt everything together, and like you can't tell on camera, but like sometimes all these powders and foundations and all this stuff layered up can start to look a little bit cakey, and this makes it better. Okay, I wanted to go in with a more neutral lip because I knew there was going to be so much more going on. So this is MAC Syrup. Looks like this. It's kind of just like a darker. I'm like combining words together today. I was going to say darker, kind of nude with like a little bit of like a purpley mauve. And then for lip liner, I'm using MAC Whirl, of course. Whoop, almost dropped it. Syrup also has a luster finish. Oh no, my eyes are watering. Oh my gosh, don't mess up my makeup. It has a luster finish, which is really good for chapped lips because it's more kind of like a little bit moisturizing. So I love it. And then a trick for you, which I don't know if this is really a hack or not. My eyes are watering so bad, holy cow, is I go in with the lip liner again after I put my lipstick on, and I just kind of touch up the edges. I don't really need to so much with a luster finish, but especially when I have a matte finish, I have to go back in with a lip liner and just like really touch up the edges, and it works well. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair and change my shirt, and I'll be right back. All right guys, well here is the finished makeup look. I thought this shirt went perfect with the makeup look. The colors and everything just flow together so well. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I know it's going to be a long one because I was super duper chatty today, but I kind of like watching chatty tutorials because it's like you get to know the person a little bit more. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you enter my 10K giveaway. I was going to say giveaway. Holy cow, with the combining words. 10K giveaway. Thank you so much again for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. I can't even believe it. That is so amazing to me. So thank you so much. Go enter my giveaway. 3 winners, open internationally. Go check it out. And yeah, give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm done talking. Thanks again, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Mwah! Bye.